Let's get back to another round of Brewsday Tuesday with DreZ and Big Nate.
Those cracks do indeed mean it is another round of Four Loko Pre-games here on the Brewsday Tuesday. What was your verdict? You like the blue raz better than the grape?
Yeah, I would have given the
I will say this, the blue raz was better than I thought it would be as
grape a
well.
3.5.
So frankly, I saved the best, what I thought was going to be the best for last. I just popped a regular old lemonade, which if those first two flavors are any indication, I'm guessing this is going to be very sweet as you would. I got a feeling this is just going to taste like super sweet lemonade. Because that
Yeah.
last round, did it taste boozy to you?
No,
did it
it's
taste
been
like it
like
was
drinking
14%?
I've got the sour peach, which I mean, I love peaches, so
Peaches,
we're
peaches.
gonna see how this goes. But so far, the worst one's been the grape, and even that wasn't bad. So
Yeah,
it was like eating a grape Jolly Rancher.
I've sadly been, I don't know if impressed is the right word.
Just not as horrified as you thought you were gonna be.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, maybe I am impressed. Maybe because I remember so, and I saw a meme recently on Facebook because I'm not on TikTok. Are you on TikTok?
No.
No. So yeah, we're too old for that, I think. I don't know. Maybe, although I heard that apparently even TikTok is for people older than us, or I don't know. Apparently TikTok's not
Curtis
even,
is on
I heard,
TikTok.
yeah, exactly. I heard that TikTok isn't even cool anymore. So that I'm not too worried about it. But I saw a meme on Facebook, which is where all the real cool kids are.
That's right.
And it was talking about that TikTokers, in theory, I guess the younger generation just discovered Mad Dogs. Mad Dog 2020, or as we always, I called them in college, WMDs, because those things were a whole different level. Do you remember what's the ABV on Mad
I
Dogs?
don't remember, but
It's something like this, isn't it? Or is it even more?
I
Is it
think
like
it's probably like
like
this. But
20?
I just remember
Couldn't be.
their colors were even more alarming.
Exactly. All right.
Like the blue one almost like glowed in the daylight. Ugh.
Oh, this says it's a wine. Yes, I am of legal drinking age.
It's a wine. I'm gonna sip it on my patio with some cheese and
Are they 20%?
crackers.
Maybe that's why. Is that why it's 2020? Mad Dog 2020.
Maybe.
Let me just look at a good old
Uh,
image. Here we go. Yeah, man. Oh, the colors are so vibrant and bright. The blue raz.
Those colors are definitely not certified.
No, probably not. I'm trying to click on a. All right, this is all just fashion, and then of course it's so fine print. Here we go. Now I can zoom in.
You have to enter your age to see it.
Oh, it's too blurry for me to read. It looks like
That's the Four Loko
says,
talking.
I think it might say 13%. 13. Okay, it says here's Wikipedia. There you go. Flavored fortified wine. They are typically alcohol content between 13 and 20. So yeah, I was gonna say I thought it could be up to 20. That's why it's 2020, right? But so there's those. And I don't know. I guess people are making TikTok videos with that or whatever now. But what? And then what was the other one? The actual bootlegger. Like I haven't had a bootlegger in forever. That's what these looked like to me. These taste better than that. Granted, I will give bootlegger credit. They are. I think it's in glass. Yes, I do. I do think that's a little classier.
It is a little classier, but
just only slightly. All right. Well, I've been yapping. I haven't tried the sip the lemonade yet. Did you try the peach?
No, just smelled the peach and
Smells like lemonade.
I mean, this smells like straight peaches, like those peach gummy rings.
Wow. Yeah, this
speaks to the candy lover in us.
We do have this thing, and I like chocolate as much as the next guy, but I remember mentioning this a few weeks ago on like maybe a more Easter Brews Day, and I saw another article about it that the cost of chocolate it's going to be skyrocketing, and thankfully you and I
will be fine.
We'll be fine, but yes, maybe that's why we're liking this because we do have that sweet tooth for the sour candies and the gummies and those sort of deals. So this is surprisingly pretty tasty. I'm kind of digging it. And I don't know about you. I got a little bit of a buzz because I guess at this point I've drank 1+ because we split those other 2 flavors. So we've drank 6.8% or 6.8 fluid ounces, probably more like 7 at this point at 14%. So that's pretty good. That'll get you a little buzz.
This one's colors also will pass as a nice rosé. So if you are at a party and you want to get caught up and everyone else is drinking rosé, just have some of this sour peach.
So it tastes like just a very potent lemonade.
Yeah.
Very potent. So here's what I'm wondering. Again, this on ice would probably be good. Maybe something to give it a fizz. But you got the peach and lemonade. That actually, you could probably do a little dingo dango here.
I think that would be the case, but now I want to I'm at a point where I'm tempted, at least with the peach, to kind of do a crossover.
That's what I'm saying.
One of these peach ones with twisted tea.
Oh, a twisted tea.
Well, I mean, you could do the same with the lemonade. Then you're
Well, that's what I was
making
going
a
to say
John
because
Deere.
you poured your half, right? And your
Yeah.
little taster glass here. I'm going to give you this because I think I'm going to want to, before I'm done with this lemonade, I'm going to throw a splash of the peach in there with it
It's a good idea.
and see how that goes. I don't know where it'll take me, but we'll see. We shall.
At this point, we're just doing
see.
science.
Yes. I mean, it is science, of course. It is, in theory, science. So are you glad that we got some warmer weather? For a little while there, I feel like we're finally maybe past the stupid hot, cold, fake you out. It's 77. Now it's spitting snow a couple days,
Yeah.
36
That
hours
was
later.
frustrating.
All that
the
sort of stupid.
Huge point of contention for me is we had, I was playing in the creek with the kids. This was earlier this month. We were playing in the creek. And the next morning, it's 41 degrees out, and it was wintry mixing throughout the day.
And that's where you're going to get, that's when you get sick when you're doing that stuff. So
Screws up your immune system.
thankfully now we're beyond that. Spring, full blown sprung, which is nice. Comes along with some nice weather. I don't know. I haven't gotten you said you were in the creek. I haven't gotten in the river yet, but there's been a day or two where I was like, man, if I didn't have this to do, I could be floating the river right about now.
I can't wait till the kids are old enough to reliably hop in the river. It's gonna be so nice.
I thought that
She won't.
The
but
missus
kids will
was
go with me.
So, but she's cool with them going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She trusts me.
You
I think I'm due for certification on CPR again, but
what you need to do is get the thick sole river
Yes.
shoes. I think that'll ease her woes because that's what it was. Wasn't it a fish hook?
yeah, I stepped on a fish hook.
Yeah, that's not good. And if you step on a fish hook when you're in the river, you're gonna have a bad time.
As long as you've got your tetanus shot. I don't know. I'm much more. I'm the type of person my arm could probably be bending the wrong way, and I'd be like, it's fine. Deal with it when I get to it, because I tend to and it's probably really not healthy, but I tend to walk things off, and the dichotomy there is really interesting. Is our daughter will have a light fall and bruise her cheek, and then she's like, we've got to go to the ER. So a couple weeks back, I actually did have to take my son to the ER, and I was the one who was advocating for it, and she was horrified, and I was like, no, you don't understand. He hit his jaw and then immediately started puking.
Oh.
So that's become the new bar. If I decide it's time to go to the ER, it's actually time to go.
That's a good point. So how many times have you been at the ER with your youngsters? You got 3 now. One's baby.
ER only once.
Just that one
Just
time?
that one time.
All right.
We've had to do
That's a good track record.
urgent care thing on the weekend. We've had to do a couple of you got to go into the hospital, but you're not really in the hospital. This is just kind of check some things out. But yeah, only one ER visit.
Okay, so you got ER. So ER is top problem. Urgent care is below that, I guess, and then
Yeah.
otherwise you just wait
For the urgencies that aren't emergencies.
right. Where do you, in urgent care, is that just like at a CVS or something, or is that
We go to the one out there in Christiansburg.
don't they have kind of a mini that at
CVS is
what is that called?
the Minute Clinic.
Minute Clinic. Okay. What do you go for the Minute Clinic for?
You know, I've got a headache and a bit of a fever, and my doctor's not taking appointments today, but I feel like this is just a temporary
So
thing
you can
to
get
handled.
prescriptions at Minute
Uh-huh.
Clinic. So you go there to get something.
That's also where I go to get my shots because it's so much
okay.
easier. Like,
Okay.
I need a tetanus shot. They'll get you in and out in like 10 minutes. That's
The
really
10-minute clinic.
yeah. It's great for vaccinations.
Okay.
Which have you gotten your shots done recently?
I don't know. I don't do any of that crap. But what I do is pour a little sour peach into my lemonade. We'll see how this goes. I'm assuming I have you checked everything. They're all 13.9% ABV and same size of all these. So the sour peach, the lemonade. We're drinking Four Loko Pre-game. If you come across it, I'm pretty sure I think they've sold them all by now. I think that Family Dollar is done by now. But I guess you can probably get these at most gas stations and stuff. That's where you see a lot of this stuff is the gas station.
That's true. That's another thing I kind of want to talk about is I've seen a lot of, and I don't know what's going on, but I spend a lot of time at several convenience stores because
It's convenient.
it's convenient. And all three of the ones I frequent, for whatever reason, have Modelo like 50% off right now. So I don't know if Modelo, the distributor's moving out of the area or what's going on. But if you happen to like micheladas, Cinco de Mayo is fast approaching. Stockpile that Modelo.
Interesting. That is interesting. Is that how they're fudging the numbers? Are they still the number one beer? Or did Bud Light creep back in? Is all that
so what I'm
died
to it's
down?
that clearance rack like right on the front at pretty much every convenience store between here and my house.
Oh, so you think what it is
They're moving.
Modelo became the number one. They bought a bunch of it. And they're like, people don't
Yeah.
like it around here. And we bought too much.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what
That's
it is.
what it is.
I love Modelo. I mean, if I'm gonna have a,
I'm not
Mexican
hating on it.
beer,
I mean, it's definitely not a
Especially-
go-to for me. I don't drink any of those.
I think I saw
domestic
one of them was
regularly.
50% off. Take some 50% off Modelo.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, getting back to the reason why we're even drinking these was that Family Dollar going out of business. They had a lot. I mean, it wasn't a high shelf, anything, but Bud Heavy, Natty Light, ice, natural ice, and all that stuff. I'm like, man, if I had more fridge room, I'd probably buy a couple of these cases for the hash or something. But I really do need a beer fridge, man. That would make my life so much easier.
Well, graduation's fast approaching. There are probably some college students that are going to be looking to get rid of them on
Yeah.
free
The
and for
problem
sale
is
or
where
RV yard sale.
the only place I would be able to put it would be in the basement, and there's not enough outlets in my basement to have a beer fridge.
That is true.
Yes,
That would be problematic.
that would be very problematic.
You could just make it a conversation piece.
In fact, now
Put
that
it
I
in
think
the middle
about
of the dining room.
I haven't even hooked up a normal fridge. There's your average regular fridge,
Straight into the outlet.
just a normal outlet.
The real thing you've got to watch out for is
The height.
Well, the height, but also their condenser in the back. It runs on, there's oil. It is an oil powered machine. And when I was moving out of my old place into my new place, my beer fridge finally kicked the bucket, but did so in a way that, like, when I picked it up, I realized, oh God, there's oil all over we are not getting our security deposit back. Thankfully, I was able to get it up, but I learned.
Was
that
it
the hard
where
way.
was it? In the basement?
It was in the dining room.
Oh yeah. Oh,
It was
okay.
in the corner of the dining room. It was acting as a table or like a nightstand.
See, now I didn't think about having a beer fridge in the dining room. That might be a hard sell, but if you play your cards
Super
right,
convenient.
it is.
I'm sure there's a convenient outlet. And I mean, at that point, I think it had morphed from a beer fridge into a storing milk fridge for the kids. So it was a little easier to part with. I mean, when I got the thing in 2009, it was $200. And it lasted me until what? When did I move out? 21.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's pretty good.
So buying like one of those
It's a good
mini
return.
refrigerators is definitely,
Not bad.
yeah, I was not devastated.
Not
I
bad
was
at
more
all.
pissed about the stickers that were all over it that I lost.
That's one thing, because I got my little, my office beer fridge, and that's got all my good stickers on it. And that's going to be hard to part with if and
Yep.
when I need to cross that bridge.
That took a moment.
Yeah.
Cindy was like, "We can get you a new fridge." I was like, "I don't think you understand. It was never about the fridge."
Well, and that's the other thing, is because, it's decked out, and, you could find somebody that could appreciate it, but they will never be able to appreciate it as much as you,
Yep.
because you're the one that did it,
Exactly.
Yeah. You know what I appreciate is did you sprinkle a little lemonade
I
in the
did.
peach? It's not bad. It
pretty good.
works. But I guess I got to untap the lemonade first. Honestly, I think I like the straight lemonade better. So you can try that here shortly. That was the best of the bunch so far for me. In fact, I think it is the cream of the crop. I think it will get the 4. I'm going to steal your idea. That's as high as I'm going to go on these. Although, again, I'm not disappointed with them. I was pleasantly surprised, frankly. If you are looking to if you got a sweet tooth, and maybe if you're making snow cones, like I said, or if you really, it could very well be enjoyable, really enjoyable, with some ice and maybe a little, something sparkling to give it a fizzy. This could actually be pretty decent.
I'm gonna align right up there with you. The peach, not as good as the blue raspberry. I think that's my winner today. I'll give the peach a 3.75 though. It was really solid. It smells really good. The peach and lemonade together, we'll call that a 3.5.
Yeah,
me.
it didn't bring. I'm
didn't
wondering
mix
if the
together
peach,
as well as I expected.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to trying the peach straight up. Yeah, it wasn't.
But all in
good as
all,
I thought.
solid outing for Loko.
Yeah, pleasantly surprised with that. A nice little 20% off purchase. Shout out to the closed Family Dollar on West Main. Now, this wasn't the only purchases to come out of the 20% off booze at Family Dollar on West Main. There is something very, very similar.
Okay.
That I've never had before. I've heard of them. Haven't had them. I don't know if we're going to do them next week, because, it is kind of back to back. Similar. Might need to actually drink some beer. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where the day. But this won't be our last 20% off Family Dollar show, if you know what I mean. But hopefully it'll be like this one, and I'll be pleasantly surprised. But we shall see.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Well, that's a wrap on Brewsday. We will take a break. We will get back with the tunes. Just tunes. Our own JT takes over right here on 105.3 The Bear. Stick around.